If you would like more videos like this, consider joining my online library. It's only $15.99 per month, and you can cancel at any time. Here you'll get weekly uploads of new videos around pain management yoga, restorative yoga, Ashtanga yoga, chakra yoga, all sorts. So head to www.yogatraveleronline/membership to join. Welcome. Today we're going to balance our effort versus our ease. How much energy are we going to expend in our yoga practice, and how much are we going to move toward the ease, the relax, the renewal? So let's close our eyes and just start our breath in and out just through the nose. Good. The difference between yoga and other forms of movement is that in yoga, we move with a very clear intention. That's our focus and our purpose. So right here, as you're breathing, what is your purpose going to be today? If we were looking at maybe a measuring tape, a spectrum or something, we've got effort on one side and we've got ease on the other. Where are you going to be in that spectrum today? That will be your intention. Maybe your intention today is to find the appropriate balance in that spectrum between effort and ease. Each day it's different on the yoga mat, and each day we move with breath to help us determine that. So let's open our eyes, take our arms by our sides. Nice deep breath together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. One of our yoga sutras says that an asana, inhale, breathe, lift, keep going, is a steady, comfortable posture. Exhale, release. So it's something that we can hold, something that we can breathe through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Today, we'll also find ways to use our props to help us in it as well. So let's come to all fours. Just face whatever direction is forward to you, or you can mimic me by being on the side horizontal here. And we'll begin with just a cat and cow. So warming up our spine. Drop your belly down, shoulders roll back. Inhale, send the gaze up. Exhale, round through the spine, pull and lift. Inhale, arch, belly drops. Exhale, round, pull and lift. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Let's do one more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral and start by extending your left leg out. So it's just going to come right behind you and the toes point to the floor. Here's level one maybe in your effort. If you'd like a little more, try extending your left arm. Right arm. Opposite arm is leg, please. So right arm extended, left leg back. Maybe this is enough. This is enough effort for you today. If you would like a little more effort, perhaps you're going to reach back and grab onto your foot. Now, there might be some physical limitations to this. Some of us will be able to reach this and some of us won't. That's okay. Your effort might be here or here. It's all good. You're listening to your breath. You're finding your way. Take one more. Inhale. Exhale, place everything down. Good. Take one more cat and cow. Drop your belly. We're just doing this in between our second side. And round through our spine. Come back to neutral. Start with our level 1. Now our right leg is out behind us. If this was where you stayed last time, continue here. If you extended your arm, do it now. Left arm extends. This might be where you want to stay, or physically where you can stay. Then, if you want to go deeper, you're reaching back and grabbing that toe. We find our balance between our physical limitations and the challenge that we want to bring to our practice. Good. We know that practice is just that, practice. Every day it changes. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, place everything down. Nicely done. Lift onto your toes. Take your hips take your hips high and press back. So we've got the long length through our back, lifting up through the hips, heels dropping down. First, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Our body might feel tight. That's because we haven't done a whole lot of movement yet. Let's walk our way up to our hands. And then roll up through the spine. As we get to the top, just pull your shoulders back. Yes, nice broadening in the chest. We'll take Sira Namaskara A. Here we go. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive all the way forward. Inhale, look up halfway, lift. Here we can have hands on the ground, hands on the shin. That's a way to balance your effort. Exhale, hands down, step back to the plank. Stay lifted, a little more effort. Drop the knees a little less. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. And exhale, either roll through your toes or your knees to lift up to downward facing dog. Good, nice. Now some of these modifications are just simple ways to adapt the poses to our physical abilities, right? Everyone's going to be in a different place on our mat. We're in different phases of life. We have different things that we're healing from potentially. So some of it is just recognizing the possibilities as we move. Let's do it one more time. Bend your knees, look forward, step up to your hands or hop up as well. You can do that. Fold down into the legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up. Good, and exhale, release. Very nice. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, every time we move with breath. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Good. Inhale, look up halfway, lift. Hands anywhere that you want them placed. Exhale, hands down, step back, hop back, drop to your knees, stay lifted. Chaturanga. So many options. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Nicely done. Now let's lift our right leg. Inhale, up and back behind us. Exhale, bring it forward in between the hands. And draw the left knee to the ground this first time. So we're going to untuck that toe and reach our arms up to the sky. This is the most intense here for this position. If you'd like less intensity, hands to the knee, or even maybe hands down on the ground. If you've got your block, you can utilize it. So we can change our effort according to the way we place our arms, the prop that we grab. All of that can adjust things for us. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down so you can adjust onto the back toe. Lift up and step your left foot in so you can drop your heel to the ground. reach up to warrior one. Good. It's important to put that heel down. We want to feel supported. We want to feel both feet holding us up and our weight right on top of our hips. Very nice. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten out that right leg. Here's where we're going to grab the block for sure. Reach for it and put it down on the arch side of your right leg. Then reach for it. Now, we can adjust this block. It can be really high. It can be medium. It can be low. Some of us may not even need it at all. But the idea is to keep this right leg straight so that you're feeling your hamstring and your glute. Use the block to balance out the effort versus the ease. Nice. Now here we move toward a challenge. Listen to your breath. Find your way. Let's bend our right knee and take our block with us as we lift that left leg off. So here we are squaring our hips. We've got our hands down on the block so it feels like we've got a little bit of help. If you don't need the block, hands can come right to the floor. Here's where it actually gets tricky. So if this doesn't feel tricky, let's try one more step. We're going to keep our right hand down, rotate our left hip, and extend that left arm. And we find ourselves in a half moon. This is tricky. If you don't want that much effort, you're not feeling it today, go back to here. Square those hips off again. And that's fine because this is effort. This is also effort, just a different kind. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your right knee. Put your left foot down, and we've moved into an open hip position. Good. Warrior two. Feels nice to be on the ground after floating through the air in that insecurity. Now we're strong and stable once more. Good. Drop your elbow to your thigh, or for more effort, use that block on the pinky toe side of your foot and pull that left arm overhead. Even more effort might be the hand all the way on the ground. Good. But again, we ask ourselves, how much effort do I want to put into this? Does it feel better to be a little bit eased? A little easier? Whatever our phrase is. Nice job. Good. Now lift up. Use the muscle there, really strong. Let's straighten that right leg, drop our left hand down, and just reach the right arm over. Feels great to lengthen this side body now after being bent, folded, and feeling that. Good. Come back to neutral. Step ourselves to the top of the mat or the other side. So if you're following me, you're going to come to the other side. Everybody who's vertical, just step to the top. Let me get that block out of my way. We've now moved on to our left. So let's take our vinyasa to begin. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step back, drop your knees if you need to. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now left side, we already kind of know what's going to happen because we've done it on our right. So mentally we can prepare, and we already know what modifications we chose. We might just follow that. Lift the left leg, inhale up and back behind you. Exhale, bring it through in between your hands and drop your right knee down, untucking that toe for Anjaneyasana. So, highest level, arms up overhead. Next level, hands to the knee. Last level, hands down, maybe grabbing onto that block. Good. What is going to be your level of challenge with this pose? This is kind of priming the hips for what's to come. warming them up a little. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down. Lift up onto that back foot and walk it forward so that you can place the heel on the ground. That right heel is on the ground. Raise up, and we're in warrior one. Good, beautiful. Nice, strong position. Both feet balanced, torso right over our hips. Very nice. Now here we come from that stable position to a less stable. This is our challenge. First we got to do pyramid pose. I almost forgot. Straighten out that left leg and start to come forward. You can use your block, put it on the arch side of your left foot to hold and adjust the height accordingly. This hamstring could be tighter or more flexible than the other side. We won't know until we just hold for a moment and breathe. Good, yes, the straighter the knee, the better. That's perfect. Okay, here's where we get into the challenge because we're already down on the floor. At least our hands are. Bend the left knee, take the block with you if you're using it to help your effort and your ease, and lift up. So that right leg is hovering. Now this may be where you stay, or you might revolve into the next pose. The left hand stays down, that right arm unfurls. Woo! I almost lost it. As we lift up and open through that hip. This is hard, and that transition was hard. I chose it on purpose, not to get discouraged, but so that you can find your level. Good. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bend that left knee. Put your right foot down. We're up into warrior two, Virabhadrasana B. We made it. 2 feet on the ground. Much more stable, yes? We can feel that left hip. Let's get a little bit deeper into it. Drop our forearm, reach for the floor, grab that block, put it down on that pinky toe side. 3 different ways to move through our effort and our ease. Pressing down into that hip, opening up through our inner thigh. Good. Good. Lift up. Keep the bend. No, actually, straighten it, don't we? We straighten it. Drop down our right arm and extend that left arm up and over. And we can feel that strong pull all through the side body. Feels nice to stretch the shoulder edges of the rib cage. Good. Good. Lift up. Instead of stepping forward, let's just turn our toes so that we're facing one direction on your mat with your legs nice and wide here in the middle of our sequence. Let's take our hands to our hips, look up, inhale, exhale, fold it down. Utilize your blocks here. You might have them down. You might adjust it to different heights. You might have your hands on the ground. Take a breath, lengthen the spine, shift your weight toward your toes, and fold back down again. This is good effort for the backs of our legs, our hips, and our low back. But it's also easing some tension out of that low back, right in between your hips. Feels nice to just open up that sacrum space and release some low back strain. Plus we get hamstrings as well. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Press into the floor or the block. Look up, lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, lift up the rest of the way. Very nice. Now let's step up to the top of our mat. We'll do one more vinyasa to bring us down into an ease pose. So here we go. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Bend your knees, let them open a little wider than your hips, and sit back to a child's pose. So we're sitting back into our hips. You can take this block, put it in underneath your forehead. That might feel nice. Maybe you'd prefer to reach your forehead all the way to the mat. Just find yourself in a child's pose. So as you rest, you might find a comfortable ease, complete ease. Or maybe here there are still some spots in your body that remain a little engaged or turned on, ready to move. Or maybe your body is at ease, but your mind is stable, strong, and aware. Just find that balance. Good. Now let's lift up and we'll swing our legs around so that they're extended in front of us. Very nice. Okay. Balancing effort and ease with abdominal engagement. So here are some options for you. You might be on your elbows with your knees bent. We're going to be hovering and lifting. So just that you know your options. With my hands in this position, I like to kind of roll them underneath my glutes. That supports the low back a little bit as you move into this. So that's an option for you. We're not going to be going that fast. Option 2 might be to hover and then stretch. So that's option 2. Option 3, see if I can do this, would be to lengthen and lower. So there are so many different choices. I'll swap around a little bit. Let's do a couple of them together. So starting in the lift, knees pulled in, maybe your legs are straight. Let's inhale. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Exhale, extend. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Good. Let it lower all the way down. So our hands, if they're behind our hips, release them and bring them up overhead. And stretch the body. So we did all that effort and now we get a little bit of ease, yes? We get to breathe. We get to stretch out our body. And we're going to change the muscle group, which also eases our way. So bend your knees and rotate your hips a little bit. Just lift them up and then place them back down on the mat. One of the things that's great about yoga is the balance between the muscle groups. That was abdominals and psoas. Now we're going to switch to low back, glutes, and hamstrings. Arms right by your sides. Start to lift the base of the spine. So roll up from the base all the way up toward your shoulders. You can keep your hands pressed to the floor. You can clasp your hands underneath if you'd like and get a little bit more through the chest, the pectorals. But now, do you notice that transfer from the top of our body to the bottom of our body? So we get to stretch out the psoas and the abdominals while engaging the back of the body. Love that balance. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, release, lower down. Good. Now for this last one, I'm going to give you two extreme options. One is to take the block underneath your hips and rest on it. This rests your body. You don't have to work at all. The block is holding you. So that's option A. Option B would just be to return to the bridge pose that we did. And then option C would be to place your hands back behind your shoulders and lift up onto hands and feet. So let's find our way. Go ahead and lift up. You've either got the block, you're doing a bridge pose like we did the first time, or you're mirroring me in this Urdhva Dhanurasana. Very different in our effort and our ease. Find your unique way. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck your chin. Go ahead and come down. Those of you who've got a block underneath, remove it. And let's all bring our knees into our chest and just rock back and forth across your sacrum there. Nice job. That was some good balancing of our effort and our ease. And now we can feel our low back loves to be lengthened after that. So let's rock up, roll up, or sit up, and grab your strap as you extend out your legs. Good. Those muscles are turned on. We want to stretch them out. So we'll place the strap, oh, I'm caught, around both feet. Sit nice and tall here. Inhale to engage. Exhale, walk forward along that strap. Now, some of us, if we're very tight in our hamstrings, that might be what we feel, and we may not feel a lot of back lengthening. That's okay. We're going to do some more back stretch on the floor in just a moment. See if we can get into some deeper back stretching. Just do what you can here. As we hold and as we breathe, we might notice that our body relaxes a little bit. Our hamstrings, our hips, they might relax. We might be able to deepen. With every exhale. It's a slow process. We learn to be patient with ourselves. And hopefully you're being kind to yourself. There's no right or wrong here. I like to look at the muscles that are supposed to be lengthening, hamstrings, glutes, hips. If you can feel any of that, then you're doing it right for your body. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift up. Nicely done. Exhale, release the strap, but keep it close. And let's face each other. We're going to start by putting the right leg in front of the left. Now, if you can see my legs, I'm not tucking my ankles under each other. I'm making them parallel to each other so that as we lay forward, we're not going to have our ankle bones rubbing. This should be all about the hips and not at all about the ankles. Now, in this pose, again, there are levels, lots of different ways to find your balance and your ease. So start to fold forward a little bit. What do you feel in the hips? Does it feel like it's too easy, or does it feel like it's okay? So if this feels great, this is where you're going to stay. If that was too easy, you might stack your knees and your ankles on top of each other. How does that feel? And then the last one might be to stack the knees on top of each other. How does that feel? So everybody's going to find a different way. Choose your way. Then we need to add our arms. Let's grab our strap and put it in our left hand down behind your back. Then your right hand reaches from below to try to grab and walk those hands toward each other along that strap. What we don't want is to hunch. Instead, we want to extend the gaze to the sky. So use that strap and walk your hand accordingly. Okay, here we go. We're all set up. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Here comes the fold. Now we should feel those hips, the outer hips, particularly on the right. You might feel your low back. There's the sacrum. Then we've got our right shoulder and our left tricep, plus a little chest. There is so much going on here. Enjoy it in whatever form you've got. Good. Nice job. Let's lift up. That was awesome. Release your strap for a minute and let's just switch our legs. So keep the same variation. You might have your left leg in front in that parallel position. You might have the fire log where you're stacking knees and ankles. You might have the knees stacked. This is Gomukhasana, knees on top of each other. Then our strap is in our right hand on the top. Left hand comes from behind. Grab on, walk your way toward each other so that you can keep your chest open. Breathe, inhale, exhale, fold down. There's that left hip, the low back, the right right tricep, left shoulder. So much, I can't even say it. This pose is like a power punch of really great stuff. Very nice. Good. Lift up. Nice work. Release. I'm feeling that in my back today. Feels so good. We're going to open just a little bit to Baddha Konasana and grab one of your blocks. Okay, place your block down. Make sure there's enough room. You might have to slide your feet forward. This is kind of our goal. We're going to see if we can put our forehead on this block. Some of you are going to blow way past the block. Others of you, this is going to be a challenge. It is a little bit for me. So sit tall. And then let's roll our body. So it's almost like I'm bringing my chin right into my chest so that I can get my head down on that block. If you feel too squished, then just extend it a little bit. I was a little squished. And here we are, a nice rounded position for our spine, supported by our block. Those of you who can get down further, maybe change that block or get rid of it all the way if you can put your forehead on your feet. I bet some of you can. That would not be my journey. I'm working with the block. Good. So this is great for our back. We should feel this right in between our hips at our sacrum, and it's just a nice curved spine. It might even feel like a resting pose to you. So how fun is that? Plus we get a little bit of hip work. And hip work is always necessary and desired. Good. Good. Lift up. Very nice. Let's release that block out of the way. Just put it off to the side. I'm going to turn so that you can see me. Let's place our feet on the floor and take our hands behind us, fingertips facing the hips. Option A, level 1, is to just squeeze your shoulder blades together and press that chest forward. This feels great on the upper body. You can feel that through your arms. Level 2 might be to lift the hips off. And this is going to feel even more through those arms. And definitely engaging the lower body as well. So choose your effort here. Good. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, come down. If your hips are in the air, lower them down. Release your arms and let's all come down onto our back. You can just pull your knees into your chest. Give it a little hug. Take a breath in through the nose and sigh it out your mouth. Once more like that. In through the nose. Sigh it out the mouth. Good. Let your arms open up to a T with the palms to the sky and let the legs drop over to the right side. Then turn your head over to the left side and see if you can get those muscles that are turned on to now turn off. What muscles need to be released? Need to relax. We've done our effort. Now we're moving completely into the ease with Shavasana. So this is our last chance to twist out any remaining tension, to turn those muscles off. The longer we lay here, the more we can feel which ones need to let go. Such a lovely process of release. Good. Bring your legs through the middle and let them fall to the left and turn your gaze over the right. Now probably you've turned off a lot of those muscles, but there might still be a little bit more on this side. So just breathe out your tension. Turn off anything that's holding on. It's giving our body permission to let go, permission to relax. Good. Let's take one more breath right here. Inhale. Exhale. Bring yourself back to the center and we'll lay the legs down and relax your arms. If you need to pull them by your side, that's fine. And just close your eyes and move into Shavasana. So in this Shavasana, release any effort to find all the ease. Have faith that you are stabilized now by forces outside of your body, the floor, gravity, props if you have them by you, maybe blankets on you or blocks under your knees. Allow your body to fully relax and find ease. I'll leave you here for a few moments in quiet. I'll wake you up with the sound of a bell. Start to wake yourself up. Begin to rotate your wrists and your ankles. Point and flex your feet. Stretch your arms overhead to lengthen through the entire body. And roll onto one side in fetal pose, which symbolizes a new beginning, a reset, a new start after a beautiful yoga practice. Gently sit up to a comfortable position. And let's bring our hands to heart center. I will leave you with this quote by Yogi Bhajan. The greatest art is to sit and wait and let it come. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.